Education of children is also an important part of Zhu Xi's notion of education. At the Wuyi retreat, Zhu Xi and his disciples compiled Primary Learning. This work primarily focuses on the early education of children. By teaching children basic ethics and to perform daily chores like sweeping the floor or receiving guests, children's moral character and self-reliance ability are developed at an early age. The proposal and the practice of systematic enlightenment education is one of the most distinctive contributions of Zhu Xi in Chinese educational history.
你教育啊，必须按照人的年龄的增长，对吧？认识的提升，智慧的发展。小学的时候的话呢，他主要是学习了刷刷、应对这个礼节。
小学是应该说是一种最基础的言行举止规范的养成阶段。这个时候你不要跟他讲很多的道理，但是要在生活实践中间养成习惯。
Yuelu Academy, founded in the year 976, is the largest and best preserved academy complex in China. It's been through many wars and it's been destroyed and renovated 7 times. As one of the oldest academies in the world, each towering ancient tree and every group of buildings testifies to the Chinese humanistic spirit refined through time. But unlike most ancient academies, Yuelu Academy remains very much alive as a functioning teaching and education organization. Today, another batch of students will graduate from here and become useful talents for society.
现在的教育比较重视知识的传授，那么古代书院教育，包括刚才说的白鹿洞书院学规，它里面所倡导的就是一种成人之道，是一种成德的教育。在这方面，我觉得我们也可以很好的从书院教育里面去吸取资源。
The reason for the Yuelu Academy being listed among China's 4 major academies is closely related to Zhu Xi's political resurgence in his later years. In the 5th month of the 5th year of Shao Xi's reign, the year 1194 AD, Zhu Xi, at the age of 65, came to office again in what is now Changsha. Thus, he had occasion to set foot once again in the Yuelu Academy, which he had once visited together with Zhang Shi. By then, 27 years had passed since the sensational dialogue between the two, and although the 4 characters of loyalty, fealty, honesty and integrity were still standing in the hall, the academy had long been on the wane. The death of Zhang Shi and the decline of the Fujian school of thought had accelerated the deterioration of the Yuelu Academy further still.
他当时有一个细节，就是去抽一个学生起来，要他讲解大学的一个含义。他觉得没有真正的去理解大学的那个内涵，他不太满意。他甚至有点生气，就觉得如果我们在这里这样读书的话，那不和当时官学没有什么区别了吗？所以呢，他就觉得应该去整顿当时的学风。
Zhu Xi was deeply grieved by the decline of this once reputable academy. Right away, he got to work on a series of countermeasures. Firstly, the precepts of the White Deer Grotto Academy, which he had written 15 years earlier, would guide the work of the Yuelu Academy. Meanwhile, that classic work of Neo-Confucianism, Annotations on the 4 Confucian Masterpieces, would be the primary textbook of the academy. Zhu Xi allocated funds to expand and repair the premises, and he significantly increased the enrollment of the academy. Within just a few months, Yuelu Academy had regained its vitality.
经过朱熹的这一番整顿，是吧？制度的建立、学规的建立，所以使这个岳麓书院它的这个在书院中的这个发展，是吧？就跟在那个朱熹没去过以前，那就大不相同。
The Gaoting Academy, located south of the Wuyi Mountains, was the last academy founded by Zhu Xi in his later years. In the early spring of 2018, workers were busy on the construction site of the old Kaoting Academy in Jianyang, restoring the renowned academy to its former glory. In the winter of the same year when Yuelu Academy was revitalized, Zhu Xi, at the age of 65, returned to Fujian province after a short stint in Linan, and, following his father's previous intentions, he carefully selected a site at the bank of the Mayang stream in Jianyang and established the Cangzhou Retreat, which was later renamed Kaoting Academy. At the Kaoting Academy, Zhu Xi was well aware of the rigidity of government-run academies and the drawbacks of imperial examinations. So, citing various authorities, he produced the evidence-based suggestions on reforming the education system, later to become famed all over the country. In this long article, for the first time, he systematically and comprehensively propounded his own educational propositions. He extolled the virtues of discipline-based curriculum, initiating a range of disciplines that included ethics, Confucian classics, schools of thought, history, and current affairs.
就朱熹在晚年他这个教育思想，我认为他更完整的应该是学校共举思义的那里边提一个思想，那里边实际上已经开始在批评当时那个科举的那种八股。那时候虽然没有叫八股，但是那种风气已经有了。啊，朱熹呢在学校共举思义当中也进行了一些批评。
He wanted, first of all, education to be much more centered on the four books and on the ethical lessons in those four books, instead of focusing on traditional sort of civil service examination questions. So I think their whole educational focus in the academies, like the one here at Yelu Fujian, had a kind of urgency about them that they felt was missing.
Although he sharply criticized the rigidity of the imperial examinations in the southern Song dynasty, his works were later regarded as standard by all dynasties. As a matter of fact, Zhu Xi, in his later years, emphasized that students should learn from all schools of thought and devote themselves to the application of what they had learned. He urged students to focus on understanding and reasoning, to dare to question, to seek the truth of virtue and morality, and not just memorize texts and master rhetorical techniques.
最主要的呀，在修身养性、待人接物、处事，就是一个人的一个个人的修为啊，这个方面，其实这种东西，无论社会发展了什么。 这是一个更重要的，个人的修养、个人心神的修炼、个人怎么成人，无论社会在哪一个时代都躲不过的一个主题，所以它的意义，我觉得是可以超越时间、跨越朝代。